the decision that was taken by the National Super Alliance, NASA, to form a People's Assembly that will agitate for a repeat of the presidential election within 90 days has now sparked a political legal storm. The Jubilee regime insists that such an assembly would be illegal and that any decision reached cannot be binding. But NASA leaders have told their rivals to expect the largest People's Assembly in Kenya's history, similar to the Egyptian uprising. Chris Thairo with his story.
When the so-called grand announcement by the NASA leader Raila Odinga finally came,
NASA has two organs: the Coalition's Parliamentary Party, PP, and the National Resistance Movement. The resistance movement shall be responsible for implementing a vigorous, positive political action program that includes economic boycotts, peaceful processions, picketing, and other legitimate forms of protest.
Many Kenyans had to take a while to understand its implications. The NASA leadership now says in a couple of days they will be organizing what they call the largest People's Assembly ever witnessed in the country, just like what was witnessed in Egypt during the 2011 Egyptian revolution that toppled President Hosni Mubarak.
We are determined to go full hog with this process. Already plans are underway in preparation for this People's Assembly, drawn from all the counties. The nature of representation is already being worked out, and I can tell you that a bombshell awaits Uhuru if he thought that we are just talking.
However, such plans now seem to have rattled the administration, with the leader of majority in the National Assembly terming the move as illegal.
In my honest opinion, that is not provided for in the Constitution. And Honorable Raila Odinga and NASA cannot create, forums outside the Constitution. Yes, the People's Assembly is provided for in the Constitution. They are called in Kenya Bunge la Wananchi. It's already there. So there's nothing new Honorable Raila Odinga is going to create. Forums where people discuss the happenings, the political happenings of the day is done.
The NASA leadership is basing its arguments on Article 1 of the Constitution on the sovereignty of the people that states, and I quote, "All sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya and shall be exercised only in accordance with this Constitution, and that the people may exercise their sovereign power either directly or through their democratically elected representatives," end quote.
Our intention is to have the biggest People's Assembly ever witnessed in this country. And that's why all mobilization is being put into it, so that a resolution and a decision taken in that assembly will have the full force of the power of the people.
What is the end result when you form this People's Assembly? What do you gain? I mean, in the National Assembly, the Senate, the counter assemblies, their deliberations are anchored in the Constitution, and there's a product that comes out of those assemblies.
The Egypt uprising that lasted for 4 months saw millions of people come out to protest against the regime, with at least 846 people killed and over 6,000 injured during violent protests between the police and the demonstrators.
Where there is no justice for the people, the government cannot have peace. It's a quest for electoral justice. Is a peaceful quest for elective justice. We are pursuing the rights enshrined in the Constitution. We do not have the monopoly of violence, so we cannot agitate for a violent revolution. But we believe that a peaceful, people-led revolution is more powerful and more potent than all the weapons and violence that the state holds.
NASA has already identified those who will be coordinating the People's Assembly from all the 47 counties and will be mandated to mobilize and organize protests in their regions before the main People's Assembly is held in Nairobi County. The ongoing KCPE-KCSE exam seems to have delayed any plans by the opposition to hold demonstrations anytime soon, but their main intentions still remain to push the current regime to agree a repeat of the presidential election within the next 90 days. Chris Thairo, KTN News in Nairobi.